Go out to Denver now. Very rainy, nasty Friday afternoon there in the Mile High City. Well, Colorado has seen record seizures of fentanyl, and the Drug Enforcement Administration says cartels are spreading into more territory. We're going to be joined right now by Fox News multimedia reporter Kennedy Hayes. She's live in Denver with the latest. Kennedy, thanks for being with us. What did you learn, and who did you speak to?
Andrew, I spoke to the DEA, and they say part of the problem is these pills are so cheap for cartels to make. They have plenty of supply, and due to how addictive they are, there's plenty of demand. In fact, this year, so far, investigators are finding more fentanyl pills in Colorado than ever before.
Quantities of fentanyl that we're seeing now in the Denver area, they used to be 2 years ago typically what you might see in one of the distribution cities down in Phoenix, Los Angeles. But nowadays, those cities are seeing exponential increases in terms of the number of and quantities of fentanyl being seized. And here in the Denver metro area, we are now seeing 100,000 quantity seizures are sadly becoming the norm.
DEA agent Dave Oleski says before the pandemic, seizing this many pills in one day would have been a lot, but not anymore. Last year in Colorado, their agency seized a record 2.6 million fentanyl pills. They're on track to nearly double that this year. Oleski says his division also conducts drug busts across Utah, Wyoming, and Montana, and his investigators are seeing more signs of cartels.
We've actually seen in the state of Montana cartel associates, what is typically out of eastern Washington, coming into the state, but we've also seen local street gangs that might be more common in Detroit and the East Coast actually coming into the state of Montana to compete for that territory because the price per pill is so much higher up there.
The DEA says fentanyl is now the #1 cause of death for adults 18 to 45 years old. This past fall, only about 5 out of 10 pills contained a deadly dose of fentanyl. Now it's 7 out of 10. Oleski says the people selling the pills don't care if they are safe, only that they make money.
The Mexican drug trafficking organizations are able to produce this as simply as whether it's in a super lab or a garage in Mexico and produce such an abundance.
Other departments blame immigration at the southern border for the fentanyl surge in Colorado.
Why do we see such a huge rise in Colorado with fentanyl? We're 10 hours from El Paso. They're coming here as a place that's supposedly going to house them.
But Oleski says there's more to it.
There's a border piece to this, but then there's also got to be the outreach piece, the education piece.
And Oleski adds because cartels are able to disguise these pills so well, sometimes even packaging them in bright colors to target children, one of the best ways to prevent fentanyl poisoning is to talk about it and its dangers. Andrew?
All right, Kennedy Hayes there live for us in a rainy Denver. Kennedy, thanks for bringing us this story. Have a good weekend.